Hi everybody, this is Rick Ray, and I'm one of the leaders and mentors in the Crazy Foxes marketing group. In this video, what I'd like to show you is how to set up the domain name hosting on GVO using your back office. Alright, so you need to go to your GVO back office at gogvo.com/affiliates, and when you get there you'll be in the welcome page area. You need to go down here to the unlimited web hosting tab, and we'll be using these three buttons here. The first one, which I've clicked on already, is domain registration. If you don't have a domain name, you can purchase one at GVO by clicking here and following that procedure. But if you already have a domain name that you bought somewhere else, like HostGator, Bluehost, HostMonster, or one of the other many dime a dozen providers out there, then what you need to do with your domain name is changing your DNS. So we'll click on that button, and that shows you the name server addresses that you need to use to set up your domain name. This is the very first thing you need to do if you have your own domain name. And the text here in this box explains to you how to accomplish that. It's basically just going back to where you bought your domain name, and you should find a place in there, hopefully, that says manage my account, and you click on there, and then there will be a place there where you can change the name servers to point to the GVO servers, and these are the two addresses that you will use. Okay, once you've completed that, it usually can happen within a few minutes. It might take a few hours, up to 24 hours or so. It does take time for the information to propagate throughout the internet world. You can easily just do a whois check. This is a sample. GVOmentor.com is one of my domain names. You scroll down, you see it has my information there, and down at the bottom you see that this domain name is pointing to the GVO servers. So you can just do a whois check to see if you've done it correctly, or if the information is propagated throughout the internet and it's ready to go. Okay, once you've changed the domain name servers to point to GVO, then you need to go into the web host manager and click on this tab here. Okay, that'll take you to the web host manager. Basically, the web host manager is your backstage area or your back office for setting up your packages and creating accounts that will be hosting on the GVO servers. There is a lot of information in here, a lot of icons. We will not cover all of this in this video presentation. There's a sidebar over here with more information. You can come back and click on this stuff at your leisure and see what's available and see the various features that you have in the web host manager. For hosting your domain name on GVO, there's only two things that you need to do in the web host manager. And the first one is add a package. You scroll down here a little bit, it's about halfway down, and add package. Now you imagine that your next door neighbor or your customer or a friend has a domain name and they want to host with you on GVO, but you cannot provide them a product, a service, a package, because you haven't set anything up yet. So you need to come in here. This is the first thing you do. You set up a package which you can use for as many domain names as you like. Alright, if you have 10 domain names, you can use the same package. You only need to set up one package, but you can set up several if you want to. And we'll start with one here. Say for example you're going to set up a starter package, then later on you're going to set up a pro package. Alright, I already have a starter package, so I'm going to set up for an example. I'll use the title Pro. So this will be a Pro package. And once you've got the name of your package, which can be anything, package 1, package 2, silver, bronze, gold, it's up to you. You only need to change two areas of information. You need to provide the person with some space so that they can host their website, and usually 100 megabytes is quite adequate. Apart from video hosting, be sure that your customer understands they should not host videos with you on their website. It takes up too much space. Tell them to host their videos on YouTube or somewhere else. Apart from video hosting, 100 megabytes is usually quite adequate for the average website user. And then the other area you need to change is the bandwidth, and we'll change that to 5,000, which is quite adequate for the average user. The other information you can leave the same for now. You might want to give them an extra email account. Some people like to have several email accounts, like admin@user.com or their name at user.com or info at their website.com or whatever. Or you can just leave that the same. You can always come back in here and modify this information later if you want to. And there's nothing else you need to change. That's all you need to do is give the package a name, change the megabyte quota, the megabyte bandwidth, and then add package. And you see it has created the package. This number here is your GVO user ID, alright, and there's the Pro package that we just created. So you might want to write that information down somewhere and keep it in a safe place. When the package is set up, then you need to create an account. Create a new account. Alright, that opens up this window. You have some information on the right here about creation resource information. You see the packages I've set up. There's the Pro package that we just set up a few minutes ago. The standard package, which I already have, package 1, and I have a starter package as well. So all the information you need to put in here in creating the new account is the domain name, and you do not put http://. Only put the domain name followed by .com or .info or .org, whatever it is. Okay, I put in gvomentor.com, and when you click here, this will GVO will provide a username by default. Okay, you can take that out and easily change the username. We'll change the username to Crazy Foxes, and then you want to create a password. Change that to Crazy Foxes too. Alright, or you can allow GVO to generate a password for you. Then you put in an email address. Okay, and the other place you need to put some information in, now that you've created the account, you need to give this account one of the packages that you have available. And we just created the Pro package. If this is your first time to do this, you will only have one package available. We'll give them the Pro package, and that's it. You don't need to change any other information. Just click Create Package. It's as simple as that. 2 steps to follow in your web host manager to set up your domain name hosting on the GVO servers. I hope this information was helpful for you. If you have any questions, just give me a Skype at rickray2, or leave a message in the Crazy Foxes Skype chat. Thank you for watching.